'Tis your will, my master.
Hey, good morning, Aaron. Quick demo video for you for your 89 Sabres OWK3. Got this done last night. It's installed with a Prof EV2 that you provided me. CC Sabres in here for your lit PCB. You do have plenty of blade depth, especially for a thin neck saber. So it holds a blade really well. There's a few tricks to this guy, right? It's a 2-button setup, so your front switch here under the clamp is your activation, and then your back is your auxiliary. It is a static chassis. It's an in-hilt battery with a recharge port. So what you want to do is unscrew the pommel to get to everything. We'll do that real quick. Once you take this off, you'll see your speaker in there. It's a 28 millimeter Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker. It stays in there. It's meant to stay in there. So we'll put that off to the side. When you take that off, you can see you've got access to your micro USB, your SD card. You've got a recharge port right here. You've got a kill switch, and then these are the pogo pins for your speaker. First on the recharge port, it's just like the 2.1 millimeter, right? So this is what a regular recharge port looks like. Charger looks like, right? You can buy this adapter from the Custom Saber shop. Plug it right in, and that's how you charge your saber. You were asking me if you had access to the board because on your particular computer, you have to hit the boot and reset every time. And that's something that you can do here. What you want to do is you want to loosen this Covertech first, because the Covertech screw sits in there. It has just a little bit of bite. I was using it to hold this piece in place, right? So when you unscrew the pommel, you don't unscrew this too. So just loosen this up a little bit, and then you can come over here and you can twist it off. And we'll do that now. This is a snug fit, but it's meant to be that way. It's no biggie. It'll slide right off. When you take that off, you've got your board right there. So you got access to your 2 buttons on your board, no problem, right? And that's what that looks like. You can see where that Covertech bites into the chassis a little bit, but that was meant to do that. Yeah, so that's what that looks like. Easy access to the top of your board. Normally, I would just give access to the SD card and the micro USB, and you never have to move the board, but you don't have to move it here either. So we're going to screw this back on real quick and then tighten the Covertech back on. But that's how you do that. No biggie. Tighten the Covertech back up. For a chassis retention, just in case you ever need to take it out, which I don't think you would, but what I do is I come over here and I take this greebly out. I unscrew it, take it out. I put a little tiny set screw in that hole. I screw it down. It locks the chassis in, and then I screw this back over the grub screw, so you never see it. But your chassis retention screw is underneath that guy right there. Okay. I did load the config that you gave me because you sent an SD card with this board and it was preloaded with fonts, and you had a config file on there. So I loaded that. Everything works fine. So you want to come over here and flip your kill switch. And then once you flip that, you're not going to hear anything, obviously, but we need to screw the speaker on. We got the speaker on tight. Activation. LEDs. Auxiliary. You got twist off. And then you also had swing on your config. We'll throw a blade in this guy. This takes a 1-inch diameter NeoPixel blade, and it is super, super tight. I can't use my normal test blade. I got to go with this shorter guy that I've got laying around because it's been sanded a bit more. I'm not going to use the blade retention, but of course it's right there. you want to use it, which if you're going to swing this guy around a lot, you probably will.
General Kenobi!
Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. I was once a Jedi Knight, the same as your father.
My powers have doubled since the last time we met, Count.
Master Windu. If so powerful you are, why leave?
Oh yeah. I'm not going to go over every sound font, but I just wanted to cycle through enough of them to show you that everything was working like it should. And we'll take the blade out. And then, of course, when you're done, just unscrew the pommel again. And if we had this on, obviously no sound, right? But when I come over here and flip the kill key, cuts everything just like it should, right? So that is that's basically your OWK3. Let me know if you got any questions. If not, we'll try to get this out in the mail to you by Monday. Thanks, man.